Welcome to the Summer Advantage Portal training series. Today's training will focus on timesheets and entering time for each of the team members who are assigned to your site into our online program portal for payroll. Our online timesheets allow greater efficiency and accuracy with respect to time reporting. Please note that the information entered will be the only information that our payroll department has to process payroll, so we urge you to be careful when entering time. Note, just as you should enter scholar attendance information each day, you should also enter staff attendance information each day. Staff attendance should be entered by no later than 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. And, because we process payroll on Fridays, staff attendance is due earlier and should be entered by no later than 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, let's get started. To begin the staff timesheet entry process, first log into the portal using the displayed URL and use the login information provided to log into the site. After you have logged in, please proceed to the Staff Timesheet tab and click on Timesheet. After the page opens, enter the date for which you would like to enter time in the date field. After you have selected the day, please go to the hours column and indicate whether the staff member was present for the full day, for a half day, or was absent. A full day means that the staffer worked for the entire time that he or she is under contract to work in a day. A half day means that the staffer worked for half the time that he or she is under contract to work in a day. So, for example, an enrichment teacher is typically expected to work from 12:45 p.m. until 3:15 p.m. If they work that schedule, you should mark them as having worked a full day. If they work half of that schedule, then you should mark them as having worked a half day. The indication of full day or half day is very important. This is directly connected to the payroll system and will affect whether staffers are paid or not. I'm going to pause here and again emphasize if the information in the hours column is incorrect, staffers will be incorrectly paid. After you have indicated whether each staffer was present for either a full day, a half day, or was absent, please indicate whether the staffer was late in the late column. Then, please go to Time In and Time Out columns and enter the time that the staffer arrived and departed in the Time In and Time Out columns. We no longer require that time be entered in military time format. However, attention to detail is still important here. The time must be entered in the format displayed on the screen. Additionally, the time entered must be followed by a space, then either the AM designation or the PM designation. You should not include periods in the AM or PM designation. Please note that the information in the Time In and Time Out columns are for reporting purposes only. This information does not determine whether a person is paid or not. However, we need and rely on accurate data, so it is important to complete these columns correctly. Once you have entered the date, updated the hours column with either full day, half day, or absent, indicated whether the staffer was late, and finally entered the Time In and Time Out information, please click Submit Time. After you click Submit Time, you will be returned to the timesheet page. If, however, you do not enter the time in the proper format, or you have extra spaces between the time and the AM or PM designations, or you have entered a time in the Time Out column that occurs before the time entered in the Time In column, you will receive an error along with the list of the staffers whose times must be corrected. To correct the time, return to the timesheet page and enter time for just that staffer. Every day, to confirm that the time entered is accurate, you must generate a timesheet report. To do so, 1. Click on Staff Timesheets, then click on Timesheet Report. 2. Enter your site's name and the beginning and end date for which you wish to run the report, that is the day for which you have just entered time. 3. Click Submit. After the page opens, review the report to confirm that time has been accurately entered for every staffer at your site. If you find an error or determine that an update should be made, make note of the staffer's name. Then, to update a staffer's time. First, click on the Staff Timesheets tab, then click on Manage Timesheet. Second, use the search fields beneath the column header to locate the staffer whose time you need to update as well as the date at issue. Third, once you locate the staffer, click on the red X to delete that time entry and click OK to confirm the deletion, and finally, return to the timesheet page and enter the time just for the staffer whose time you need to correct. If you have questions or challenges, please submit a help ticket. If you are unable to access the help ticket URL because you are at a site with restricted internet access, please email us at operations@summeradvantage.org. Thank you for your time.